unparalleled. If you just take the states of, say, Gujarat and Rajasthan, they have more vegetarian food than the rest of the planet put together. Your dal makhani, I don't know if you know this, is actually 200 grams of cream, 200 grams of butter and 200 grams of dal. So the dal is only 1/3 of the total dish.
Okay. We have Zorawar Kalra with us. Thank you so much for joining us in this evening, sir. How do you feel about the legacy that you've created?
I feel privileged to have inherited the legacy. My father devoted his entire life to the pursuit, proliferation and propagation of Indian food. He loved it immensely, and I think in some way I kind of got that from him. So it is also a lot of pressure. So it is a legacy that obviously he left for me. It's a lot of pressure to keep it alive, keep it kicking, to make sure that it goes even further, perhaps goes on for many more generations. But I think what I really got from him is this innate love and passion and responsibility towards Indian food. And I think that's what drives us every day. So that's his real legacy. The fact that he wanted to see Indian food at the top of the totem pole of all the cuisines in the world. And we're working tirelessly every day to try and achieve that.
Zabardast. What's that one ingredient in Indian cuisine that is overused or underused that you feel?
Cream. I think we Indians are, especially North Indian food, putting too much cream. You don't need it.
Right.
You don't need that much.
True.
Some dishes you do need cream. Some of the real recipe of dal makhani, I don't know if you know this, is actually 200 grams of cream, 200 grams of butter and 200 grams of dal. So the dal is only 1/3 of the total dish.
Okay.
And that's the original recipe. I think that's a bit too much. I love cream. I have nothing against it. I think cream is something that can be used with restraint. And if used with restraint can work out very well. But you should use it with restraint and not overuse it. And I think sometimes people use it as a escape route to kind of make even a unbalanced dish taste palatable.
Right.
It won't improve it significantly, but it can remove some of the errors, so to speak. So it should not be used as a crutch.
I mean, he went for the question like, I know what it is. It's cream. If you could eat one dish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Rajma chawal, I think. Yeah. In my house, every Sunday there is a rajma. It's standard. If I'm in India, if I'm in my home,
okay,
we have a rajma chawal that is made with at least with a lot of. It's a slightly thicker version. वो पतला तरी वाला मुझे पसंद नहीं. I like slightly thicker sauce. घर का जीरे वाला राइस, प्याज, पापड़, चटनी और एटलीस्ट 3 या 4 तरह के अचार. Every Sunday, this is my favorite go-to food. It's soul food, and Sunday is reserved for me for rajma chawal. I think it's my greatest. It's truly soul food, and I think if there was one dish that I could choose as my last meal or as a meal that I could eat most often in a week, it would be probably rajma chawal.
Wonderful. What's the biggest misconception about the Indian recipe?
No, people that don't know about Indian food and the versatility, sophistication, and the culinary philosophy behind Indian food consider it to be very unidimensional. It's actually the most multi-dimensional cuisine in the world. It's got the deepest culinary philosophy, the deepest culinary history, a variety that is unparalleled. If you just take the states of, say, Gujarat and Rajasthan, they have more vegetarian food than the rest of the planet put together. For example, the food that you get in Tamil Nadu is vastly different from what you get in Kerala, which are neighboring states. What you get in Kerala is very different from what you get in Karnataka. What you get in the east of India is very different from what you get in the west. The west of India, which is Gujarat and Rajasthan, are perhaps the most vegetarian states, although Punjab is actually the most vegetarian state in India. And the northeast or the east is very highly non-vegetarian. So, I mean, you have this incredible variety, lineage that has come through maybe millennia, not just centuries, millennia of our ancestors giving us this gift, the ultimate gift of food over the millennia. And I think it would be wrong and it would be foolish for the world to think that it is a simple cuisine. It's not simple in any way. It's very sophisticated. It's got a depth that is unparalleled across the world.
If you're traveling, what is that one food that you think that this is okay? This is something that you can have anytime.
You know, I hate to sound boring, but like a basic chicken and mayo sandwich works for me just really good. And I'm not a big carb eater, so I try and avoid bread. But to be honest, if you're traveling, the one thing that you can't really go too wrong with is a chicken and mayo sandwich. So just bread, chicken and mayo in the middle, and you can't really mess it up too much. So from that perspective, it's a safe bet.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.